Hey, otakus, you know what time it is. It's OTGIF Friday, and we're going over the top 10 trending comic books from my collection. And we're going to start here. This is a pickup from the summer. This is The Death of Elektra, and I anticipate this is kind of, I guess, trending up because of speculation for the new series. As you know, the Punisher and Daredevil series kind of ended on the note that Elektra died. There was some indication that she wasn't really dead, that the hand was bringing her through the dark arts of magic. They're going to revive her and bring her back to life. Well, anyway, if that continuation is true, and I anticipate they'll bring back the great actress that played Elektra. I can't recall her name right now, but she was amazing. And they bring her back. Wow. Well, that Elektra was a pivotal part of that series and story. So it'd be good to see her come back, and maybe she has it out for Matt this time. All right, moving on. As you know, there's a bunch of CGC signings taking place, and that's just getting, I guess, the comic book community buying up copies of Alex Ross, Larry Hama, you name it. It's there. Andy Kubert, a bunch of artists signing. Even Rob Liefeld was involved in the festivities, I think, this past weekend. So a bunch of artists taking part in the signings. So there's just books popped up here and there. I'm gonna go. If I were to send in books today, I would probably send in a book like this for Jim Lee, the Legacy book, great cover. Of course, I already have this signed, but if I didn't have it signed, I definitely want to get this one signed in particular. So that's great. Number 3 on the list, we got Infinite Crisis. Number 3. This is another book that I probably could get signed someday. I'm hoping to get this signed by Jim Lee someday. It's got George Perez's signature on it already, so that'd be a nice double signature to have there with Jim and George's signature. But great cover. This is actually the first appearance of Jaime Reyes, and then of course number 4 is where he appears in costume, and it's the full first appearance of the Beetle. So just a great book to have. This one's kind of spiking, but with all the Jim Lee hype, not a bad book to have on the list. This is probably the book I would probably get signed first and foremost, because it's actually the first cover appearance of Jim Lee. I think I'm very, this is actually a cover drawn by Jim Lee, and he kind of draws himself very young looking, still, with the childish features, and of course, he's imagining the gift to us all, his sexy Psylocke, and she's just glorious in this cover there, so definitely a must-have for Jim Lee. Again, a book I would probably get signed if I would do to send a book into a Jim Lee CGC signing. Alright, this is another book. Andy Kubert and Larry Hama are signing together. And this book, this would be an ideal book to send in. I already got mine signed. But yeah, this book is just hot because of the two characters here on the cover. Wolverine and Deadpool. I mean, come on. The entire universe is in this movie, so just can't wait to see this come to fruition on the big screen. That leads me into our number 6 hottest book, and that's Mutants 98. This has just been a hot book, I guess, because of all the Deadpool hype, but it's one of those just perpetually relevant books that pops up on the list from time to time, quite consistently actually. So I know it's a big book. Continuing to go up in price, but hopefully you guys are able to get a copy soon. Number 7 on the list, continuing the Sexy Psylocke. This is another book I would probably submit to a Jim Lee signing as well. This is the trading card variant of our favorite heroine. And just a great book. So a lot of these books are just trending because again, because of the Jim Lee signing, that's where I'm going to be focused. Not that I'm sending any books, but it's a nice, I guess, segue into showing off my Jim Lee books. So if there's an opportunity to do that, I'm not going to waste a week on going over other trending stuff. I'm going to stick to what I would submit and buy for that signing. Next, we have Batman Black and White, number 1. Now, a lot of people don't realize this is a key book that you got to have if you're a Jim Lee collector. This is Jim Lee's first Batman cover. Yes, it's a Batman cover from June of 1996 that actually way before he officially joined DC. This was kind of like, I guess, a precursor to that move. But man, what a great cover there, black and white. Jim Lee Batman, the first of many covers, and of course, this is just an early rendition, which is a good one, but he'd have many more. He'd kind of perfect the Batman and Superman looks. So again, just key because it's the first Batman. All right, next, this is a special book. So as you know, my wife and kid are back from Japan, and it's just been so wonderful to have them back. I've just been spending every day with my kid, and it's been wonderful. But this particular book is something, you know, I asked my wife to be on the lookout for Peach's original like sketch art book, which is, you know, it goes for a lot of money. And I thought maybe at the used bookstores we'd be able to find a copy or something, but that thing is sold out. No used bookstore. We even looked online through their entire catalog for this place called Book Off, which is a used bookstore in Japan. None of the Book Off stores had that sketchbook, so it was sort of a lost cause. And I was like, well, if there's a Demon Days kind of comic book or something written by her, I guess I could go for that. And that's exactly what my wife got me. She got me the Demon Days collected graphic novel. It's a very thick book, but I think it combines all the Demon Days series into the novel. And we also get this great cover here. So again, this is a Japanese edition, very rare here in the United States, not so rare over in Japan. In fact, in Japan, I don't think Peach Momoko has caught on in terms of popularity, although she's definitely made a name for herself internationally, so that's giving her some momentum in the local market there in Japan. But again, she has a ways to go before I think Japanese people really adopt her style. Now, she has never done manga, so that is sort of that is a detriment to her. But I think if she stays in her lane of American comics, I think a lot of Japanese artists and the Japanese mass, you know, public can also kind of latch onto that and say, hey, you know what? Here's somebody from Japan who's having success in American comics because, you know, of her great talent and artistry. And I think eventually the Japanese market will come around. But even if they don't, this is a great copy for me to have. Love it. All right, and last but not least, Ashoka has been gaining a lot of popularity, and of course Star Wars fans are sort of all in, and I've been hearing a lot of good feedback on what Filoni's doing and sort of all the you know, the twists and turns this new series is taking and some of the developments. I think the one fans are most kind of anticipating is the appearance of Dark Jar Jar. So that's something that, you know, for me, I'm not staying up to the Star Wars stuff, but the appearance of a Dark Jar Jar would be amazing. Now, what makes this key is this is the first appearance, episode 1, issue 1 is the first appearance of not only Jar Jar Binks, it's the first appearance of all those key characters from episode 1, including Queen Amidala, and also, you know, Darth Maul. So we're probably going to see Darth Maul and a lot of these sort of throwbacks to the first series in the Filoni series because of all the connections that Ashoka has to Anakin and all those characters. So you can bet there's probably going to be a Dark Jar Jar. There's probably going to be a return of Darth Maul at some point. And we'll just have to see what characters and how that integrates into all this. But this is a key first book, not only because of the great cover here. She adopted a Mongolian royalty design to the costume. Again, they say it was fashioned after Queen Genapil, who is the last sort of queen monarch of the Mongolian Empire, who was executed by Stalin. But I don't think that's quite necessarily true. I think this is probably just a more generic design of sort of what the royalty, in terms of what they wore for special, you know, occasions and whatnot. I don't think it was directly designed from Queen Genapil from Mongolia. But anyway, that's my list. Hope you enjoyed this sort of catered trending comics list. All of these books are really hot, no matter how you look at it. Again, whether it's because of signings or because of things trending in pop culture, these are the books that I think are you know, warming up and getting hot. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.